Hey guys, welcome back to Phil Plays TCG. Happy New Year. It is the beginning of a fresh new year. I love this time of year because it is a time to help reinvent yourself, reinvent your life, make good life choices going forward, all that fun stuff. But you're not here for all that. You're here for Dragon Ball Super Fusion World content, and thank you so much for letting me take a bit of a break. Holiday season has really just wrecked me. My job in retail has been very, very difficult, very exhausting, plus having family in town, spending a bunch of time with them, and taking a little bit of a break just because of the amount of stuff I was doing. But I'm back. I'm ready to talk about the new reveals, starting off with the secret rares that have been officially revealed. We know what they do, and we're going to talk about them. So, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are so close to our goal of 2,500 subs. We're a little over 2,300. Let's try to get to 2,500. I'm hoping by the end of February. That would be super cool. But YouTube stuff out of the way, let's talk about the secret rares. First off, we have Super Saiyan Son Goku, 7 cost, 45k body, double strike, which is awesome. I'm trying to think, well, the secret rares, I don't think any of them have double strike. I can't really think of it. Let me know in the comments down below if I've made that mistake. And permanent. Here's the kicker. If your life is at 2 or less and you don't have a Son Goku with a cost of 7 in your battle area, reduce the cost of this card in your hand by 4. So essentially, you're dropping a 45k double striker for 3 energy, which in the color green is absolutely insane. We do know, kind of like the Goku's ability, he primarily wants to remain at low life. A lot of the other cards that we have gotten so far in the reveals for green have also been around, like, if your life is at 2 or less, you get this ability. So Goku's sweet spot is going to be at low life, which is kind of dangerous depending on the deck you're playing against. You're going to have to be incredibly defensive, incredibly tanky, but overall, Green Goku does look to be pretty darn interesting. The fact that this card is such a huge body for so cheap in a color that requires, like, it can ramp so quickly, it's cool. It's really, really good. Now, I can see Green wanting to run like 2 to 3 copies of this card in their deck, specifically the Goku deck. Now, of course, you may want to run a full playset, but because it does require you to not have a Goku in play, I don't think it is going to be as easy to get multiples of these off. Basically, you're going to want to play one. If it dies, you play another, which is good that they balanced it out so you can't play multiples of these. But it's a really powerful body, and it's a great game ender. 45k double is going to be very difficult to drop to get out of, because without even comboing anything on the attacking part, you're having to drop a super combo plus a 10k. If they just dump on this card, it is going to be a bad time, because it only costs 3 energy. You have options like Gigantic Meteor, or what other card they use to buff this deck for this set. This is going to be a very dangerous card. And this does get around the 6-drop Secret Rare Golden Frieza, because it comes into play. It costs 4 less in your hand, but on play is a 7. So I believe... Oh my god, how does that Golden Frieza work, actually? Does that... cost... I think we actually discussed this in my Discord. Cody was talking about this card, basically talking about how the secret rare gets around the 6 cost Frieza. I should have read this before starting the video. I apologize, guys. Yep. Let's see here. Yep. I think that. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I do think it gets around the Golden Frieza ability, but I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I am wrong. Overall, I think this card is really, really good. It's definitely going to be run multiple copies of in the Goku deck. Next up, we have, of course, Frieza, the counterpart. This is what I like about these secret rares, is these 2 cards that are It's just like it's Goku and Frieza clashing. This is a 4-cost 30k body with Barrier, which is insane to me. Barrier is such a good skill in this game because we don't have any cards that just necessarily interact with Barrier yet. So having cards with Barrier is just really, really good. And the fact that it's on a secret rare this time is gross. But it basically, as Barrier, when attacking, tap 2. Choose it to 1 rest mode battle card with a cost of 5 or less in your opponent's battle area and place it into the owner's drop. So, this is kind of weird. At first I thought this card was really, really good, and then I realized you have to pay the 2 energy to trigger its ability, which means that you're not going to be able to play this on curve and use its ability. You're going to be able to, on 6 energy, play this card for 4, swing, tap 2, and you're going to be able to get rid of we're going to place a card from their battle area into their drop. This is not a KO effect, by the way. We'll get into that in a sec. But unless you're running this card in the new Janemba deck, which I feel like is the real deck you should be running this in, because Janemba can, on swing, restand 2. Means you can play this Frieza on curve, swing with Janemba, get back 2 energy, swing with Frieza, tap the 2 energy to bottom deck of 5, place a card in their battle area into their drop. In any other deck, unfortunately, this just does not work very well, or doesn't work as good. Not in Cooler, not in Frieza. It's just better off in Janemba, which is really, really funny. Janemba's archetype seems really weird too. We're getting a lot of Bio Broly cards revealed, and we're not getting a whole lot of Janemba focused cards besides a few extras revealed. So I'm very curious to see what we'll be getting in that set. But overall, I think this card is really, really good in Janemba. Throwing it in any other yellow deck, not going to be as good because Yellow Vegeta doesn't restand until end of turn. Frieza can restand this guy for sure, but Barrier is going to keep it very well protected. I guess it could work decently in Frieza just because you have the ability to restand it. But overall, like having a 30k body with Barrier that can't be touched by any abilities, so you have to focus in on KOing it, which if Yellow has any way to restand it, then good luck. This card's never leaving the board. And in Janemba, like I said, on curve, you're going to be able to play this for 4, attack with Janemba, restand 2, swing with Frieza, place a card from their battle area into their drop. So it's not KO. And why that is really, really good is because you have cards like Jiren. Yellow into red Jiren has been a very difficult matchup, but this card allows them to basically say, nah, get rid of your 4-cost Jiren. Since it's not being KO'd, it doesn't trigger Jiren's effect. So this card is Yellow's way of getting rid of Jiren. So Yellow Janemba might be Yellow's best matchup into red Jiren, which is really, really cool. Overall, though, I think these secret rares are really, really solid. I'm very excited to see what the alternate arts are going to be, and more than likely the god rare of this set is going to be the Goku. I mean, it'd be crazy if it was Frieza. But I'm super excited to see the rest of the reveals for this set. These secret rares look awesome. I think they're going to do pretty well. If I were to say, for Janemba, I would definitely say running like 3 copies of this card. 2 to 3. 2 on the, at very least, 3 probably better. Hell, you know, there might be some builds with 4, but I think 3 is kind of that sweet spot. But yeah, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. That will do it for today. I'm going to try to make another video going over some of the reveals we have gotten in the last week or so that I have not been on. They have been cranking out those reveals like crazy. So thank you so much for watching this video. Once again, Happy New Year. I hope this year is full of happiness and health and just good vibes. We need it. We really do need it. Thank you so much for letting me have my little bit of a break. The content will be coming back out as often as I can. You guys are awesome. I am still redoing my little streaming setup here. I got a new desk, which upon building, I realized I built wrong, and I'm just too stubborn to take it apart again. So I'm trying to figure out what is the most optimal way to do all of this. So thank you so much for your patience, and the macarons aren't going to look as nice for a little bit, but thank you again. I'm ranting. Sorry. Thank you guys again. You're amazing. Until the next video, take care.